Hello geeks and gamers, it's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we're going to talk about The Last Jedi, because that's what the fuck we talk about around here. And if you don't like that, you have the option to turn the video off and watch something that's a lot more entertaining than this. But if you do want to hear more about The Last Jedi, let's talk about it. So, I was looking online earlier, and more defense on social media from the official Star Wars pages is happening, and it's really showing how, like, the criticism's really getting to them. It's really bothering Lucasfilm and Disney. And it's kind of embarrassing at this point. Like, man, you don't, like, the more you explain these problems in the movie through other sources of media, the more you're admitting that there are major plot holes in this movie. It's really bad. Like, I've seen the official Star Wars pages defending Rose, defending Canto Bight, defending that god-awful plot, that god-awful character, and it's like, if your social media team is having to explain the plot reasoning for these characters and for this planet and for the reason it was in the movie, then it's not a good fucking plot. Like, man, stop. And then we saw Rian Johnson a few days ago actually try to pull out a non-canon book to try to explain Luke's force projection at the end of The Last Jedi. Again, you're really showing that this criticism's getting to you if you're pulling out non-canon material to try to explain these things. And it's like, that's just one aspect, bro. You got a lot of explaining to do. Stop trying to explain it because you're only confirming all of the problems. I've always said a film should not need any outside media to make it better. So when you're trying to take outside sources to explain these plot holes, you're proving that the movie has plot holes, and it's laughable. So earlier on the official Star Wars page on Facebook, they start explaining the bombing sequence in the beginning of the movie. So it says, the Star Wars Last Jedi Galactic Guide, another book you want to sell us, Disney. The MG-100 Star Fortress SF-17 bomber delivers a payload via sequenced magnetic plates that propel the ordnance towards a target. Source, The Last Jedi. Incredible cross sections. Get the fuck out of here, man. And of course, in the comments, getting annihilated in the comments, like destroyed, just like they always get destroyed when they try to explain these things away. It is laughable. It's just, they really need to stop explaining these problems because all you're doing is making the problem worse. You're acknowledging the plot holes. You're giving so much more credibility to all of the complaints. Stop or continue, because we don't like the movie, and apparently you're hearing us. And instead of just trying to accept the criticisms and take it into consideration, you're trying to explain it away through other sources of media and non-canon material. And it's really bad. And you really, really need to just own your mistakes and move forward and try to fix them. That's the best course of action at this point. But much like all of these situations where they try to force too much social justice bullshit into things that don't matter, they're not going to acknowledge it. They're just going to, first of all, they're going to try to blame it on the alt-right or a Facebook group of, like, I think that group that they tried to blame the Rotten Tomatoes score on, I think a page had like 400 fucking likes, and you were trying to place that blame on a 400 like page. The majority of those likes were people that were trying to re-troll the guy. That the Rotten Tomato score is as legit as any other Rotten Tomato score. And so they're just always trying to defer the blame to all these other things that can't be proven. And eventually they're not going to acknowledge the issue. They're just going to act like it didn't exist. That's how this always goes. But it's going to be entertaining. So the best part of The Last Jedi at this point is to watch Star Wars and Lucasfilm try to explain away the plot holes by admitting that there are plot holes and saying, hey, if you read this book, if you read this non-canon book, if you read this guide to The Last Jedi, it'll explain it. No, motherfucker, put it in the movie. That's the whole point. You're admitting you have plot holes. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later.